You're welcome back to Cover by Greatness. It's Tater Gray here. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. All right, so it's been a slow news day. What Kendrick say? You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. When you need a check balance or whatever that said. All right, so I noticed Kendrick Lamar told Drake that when they had their little battle. But have y'all noticed something? I don't think y'all have. All right, so in the famous song Not Like Us, I don't know if y'all been living under a rock, but Kendrick and Drake just got in a battle, and it was like the biggest battle of all time last year, all right? And they still got a little Cold War going on, but that's beside the point. So, in the song Not Like Us, Kendrick was saying Drake runs to Atlanta like when he needs to get his clout up and he needs to get like new hits. Like he runs to artists like Future, Young Thug, Migos, Lil Baby, Gunna. Well, he used to run a Gunna, but nobody messing with Gunna right now because they say he's a snitch. But yeah, like rappers like that, all right? And 21, of course. So Kendrick gonna say all that, but nobody was listening to Kendrick before Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, okay? I mean, after Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. So it took this big beef with Drake for everybody to start listening to Kendrick again. Like, Kendrick was slowly, like, declining. Like, his clout was declining. And then he beef with Drake, and then he go up. But that's not even what I'm about to talk about. I just want to know why Kendrick said what he said about Drake, but Kendrick Lamar runs to SZA when he need to get his clout up. You run to the SZA when you need a new clout, something, and it ain't no fudging out, face said. So Kendrick runs to SZA like on his last album. What he got? 2, not 1, but 2 SZA features. Why he need SZA? In my head, I don't know if y'all know, but SZA is a bigger artist than Kendrick Lamar, especially before this Drake beef. If we compare SZA's last album sales to Kendrick Lamar's last album sales, not GNX, but Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, SZA is a bigger artist than Kendrick Lamar, and I'm pretty sure she had more monthly listeners if she doesn't have them now. If that's not the case now, she had more monthly listeners before this Drake beef, okay? So, SZA's a bigger artist than Kendrick. Kendrick needs SZA more than SZA need Kendrick, if that makes sense. So, Kendrick Lamar announced he was doing a stadium tour with SZA. Kendrick can't do no stadium tour by himself. He needs SZA. He run to the SZA when he needs some more clout, something, and it ain't no fudging out. Like, he needs SZA. Super Bowl. Guess who's doing the Super Bowl with him? SZA. Kendrick can't fill them stadiums by himself. He run to the SZA. Like, SZA, bro, I'm trying to tell y'all, SZA has more clout than Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick needs her to stay like popish if he's not beefing with Drake. It's obvious. Why else you getting 2 features, a whole tour, and now you're bringing her out for the Super Bowl? You need SZA just like Drake need Atlanta. Even though I don't think Drake need Atlanta. I think Drake put more Atlanta artists on than they put him on type stuff. Like, Drake elevated their careers. I get, like, they did get the streets on Drake's side, but at the end of the day, Drake was always the bigger artist in the situation. All his collabs with them Atlanta artists, Drake was always the bigger artist. You got SZA, and SZA a bigger artist than you. So who run into the SZA when you need a new challenge? What'd he say? You run to the SZA when you need a check balance. Challenge. Like, come on now. But anyways, I can't take nothing away from Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar spanked Drake. I don't even want to talk about Drake. Drake pulled the weakest move in hip-hop history, like weaker than the J. Cole quitting move. So, Kendrick, you spanked Drake. You did your job. I just think it's funny how you said Drake run to Atlanta when you run to the SZA, if that makes sense. But nah, the next thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that Kendrick's best friend or old childhood friend, Hitter J3, had to ask Adin Ross for 10 bands to help like one of his family members or somebody he knows or something like that. So I thought to myself, if Kendrick really this man's childhood friend and they close like that, and Hitter J3 be glazing Kendrick Lamar like 24/7, like that's his job. His job is to be on Twitter defending Kendrick Lamar. And I'm like, I need that job. That's an easy ass job. I want to do that. Like, just anytime somebody tweet bad about Kendrick, I'm trying to slide. Oh, you tweet bad? I'm trying to slide. I'm trying to slide. Slide. Thought I was King Von. Bro, hire me, Kendrick. I would be the King Von of tweets for you. No cap. Anybody playing with Kendrick, I'm sliding on me. But nah, so like, Hitter J3 always got something to say around Kendrick's name. Like, if he feel like somebody's coming for Kendrick, he's gonna slide. Like, when Lil Wayne got offended, he slid. When he thought Tory Lanez was dissing Kendrick, he slid. Like, that's his job, all right? So I'm thinking to myself, like, if he going so hard for Kendrick, why did he have to ask Adin Ross for 10 bands for his family or his friend or whatever? You would think Kendrick Lamar would give it to him, like, off the strength of all the sliding and everything. Like, they homie childhood friends, right? But then I thought to myself, on Kendrick Lamar's new album, the GNX album, on the song TV Off, he said something. He said, Ninja feel like he entitled because he knew me since a kid. Girl, I cut my granny off if she don't see it how I see it. So that tells me Kendrick ain't giving this ninja no bread. Like, damn. Like, I'd be sick. Like, that's low-key a diss. Like, he said it in a song. So, like, if I was Hitter J3, I'd be scared to ask him for bread, too. Like, he said that in a song. So it's like, sheesh. So you got to go to Adin Ross. You can't even go to your own man's, your own childhood friend for 10 bands for your family. That's crazy. So, yeah, I guess Kendrick the dude we thought he was. I can't even say he not the dude I thought he was because he literally said it in the song. He said, Ninja feel like he entitled since he knew me since a kid. He cut his own granny off. FYTB, what y'all talking about? Like, Kendrick ain't playing with y'all. But nah, I don't think there's anything there. I really just thought that was funny. Like, it's just something to think about. Like, Kendrick really out here, he ain't really trying to give back like that. I mean, he gives back to the big communities, but he ain't giving back to one person, even though this one person be glazing the man on Twitter all day. It's crazy. 10 band, 20 band, something fudging, man. I'm trying to run through the budget, man. Face head. Couldn't even give him 10 bands. 10 bands. You're Kendrick Lamar. Give that man 10 bands. Why he asking Adin Ross for bread? That's crazy. But anyways, the last subject I wanted to speak on was the fact that Keefe D, for those of you who don't know who Keefe D is the person that's in jail for Tupac's killing, like for Tupac's death, okay? So the reason he's in jail is because he was offered this thing called a queen for a day. Like, it's some type of immunity deal, which is not full immunity. It's only immunity for that day. So if you choose to do interviews in the future and stuff like that, they can come back and get you. So that's why he's in jail right now. He's in jail because he thought he was in a clear, but he wasn't in a clear. So they're using the interviews and stuff to, like, pin him for the killing of Tupac Shakur. Like, he was doing DJ Vlad interviews and everything. And I kind of feel bad for him because, one, he was just a street ninja. Like, he didn't know no better. Like, he really thought he had immunity, one. And two, now he old as hell. Like, he old, bro. Like, he don't need to be in jail right now. Like, come on now. They did him dirty. But if he did the crime, I mean, I'm not going to say free him. I mean, he pinned it on his uncle, but being in the car while someone else is doing something is a crime in itself. So, like I said, if he did the crime, even if he didn't pull the trigger, if he did the crime, I'm not going to say free. But anyways, he's in Clark County Jail in Las Vegas right now, awaiting trial. I want to say he's been in there since like September 2023. And apparently, like, not apparently, it happened. TMZ called it, actually. He got in a fight with another inmate there, and apparently it was bad. Like, Keefe D was putting the guy in a headlock, and then the police had to use pepper spray to break it up. Bruh, if y'all don't get that man out of jail, what'd he say? Diddy, help me out. Well, Diddy can't help you out right now because Diddy got his own stuff he dealing with. What Future say? Face. But nah, bro, like, this is crazy. Like, I don't know. I don't know if he need protection, like witness protection, something. Like, this a high profile case. He need to be in PC, protective custody. Like, I don't know. But anyways, I hope he's okay, because at the end of the day, he's a human and he's old. I pray nothing happens to him in jail and he stays alive to fight his case. But nah, man, tell me what y'all think about this whole situation in the comments. Make sure y'all like and subscribe as well. It's Tater Great. I'm out.